Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. My name is David Hodge, active Injil warrior, representing Master Suleiman, the messenger of the covenant, the breaker of the seven seals. This is wartime. Today my topic is, do you have the Injil? Before I start, I'd like to remind my people about the Holocaust. The Holocaust. This is the black man and woman of America's true experience, but they whitewash it and call it slavery. You might ask, what's the problem with calling it slavery? Isn't that what we went through? Yeah, we went through slavery, but that was one part. There was a part two that they fail to mention, that they don't include, which is important, which is right here in front of you, brothers and sisters. These illustrations right here in front of you, brothers and sisters. We went through affliction as well, which was the biggest percentage that we went through. Because they're telling you that your full experience was slavery. But what about this right here in front of you? What about this part? This happened. Why are they leaving it out? Why are they saying that your experience is 100% slavery? That you were just a slave in a system of people who practice owning slaves. You see? That you had to endure exhausting labor. And you were restricted of freedom. That you were owned by humans, by other humans. That you were enslaved, held as human chattel or property, as bondage. Legally. They did this legally. You were legally owned by other people who forced you to work and obey them. By law, you were under these people under their control, forced into servitude with little pay, and they paid you in the form they wanted to pay you in, which was they fed us shit, you see. But so you were forced into that, given the bare minimum, and you were forbidden to quit your service. But they're saying that is it. That's your full experience. They're saying that's your 100% experience, but we know that to not be true. That was just the 1% that we suffered, brothers and sisters. That was the economic side. That was maximum profit, minimum overhead. Meaning they gave us the bare minimum. They gave us the scraps. They gave us what they didn't want. They gave us just enough to survive. They fed us shit as a form of payment for our hard work so we can have enough energy to build their paradise. So they fully used us up. This is what they did. They fully used us up to build their paradise, but that was just the 1%. You understand how big of a deal that is? That's just 1%. See, this is what they're hiding. This is what they're trying to scoop under the rug. What they're trying to hide from the world. And the reason why they're going through all the things they're going through now, due to the consequences of this, brothers and sisters, the 99% they're hiding from you, which was the Holocaust. You see? Which was horror. See? Nowhere in the definition of slavery does it speak about this right here in front of you, brothers. It don't speak about our physical treatment. It leaves out the physical treatment. And this was the biggest part, brothers and sisters. Nowhere in the definition does it say murder, rape, genocide. You see? Oppression. Torment. torture, abuse. You see? That's our true experience. But nowhere in slavery does it say any of that. Nowhere in the definition. Nowhere in words that's similar to the definition. See? That's why slavery isn't a good definition or expression of our true experience, because it leaves out the affliction, the terror, the misery that we endured. And they're calling our experience critical race theory. How dare them? You see, that's an insult. Them calling your experience not only calling it slavery, that's an insult by itself, and then them calling it CRT, critical race theory, calling your experience a theory. Whoa. See, that's mind-blowing. They way out of line. You see? That's totally disrespectful. To call your experience a theory, something that could have happened, something that we don't know how it really happened. This is how it could have happened. We don't know if it really happened. They're playing with your experience here. Telling you that these things didn't happen, or that's not how it fully went down, or we don't know if that's how it went down. You see, guessing and playing with your experience. But this is what you really went through. What happened to you were facts. They know it. They know it. These people know exactly what they did to you. And they know it wasn't no theory. Wasn't nothing theoretical about what happened to you, brothers and sisters. This was the horror that they inflicted on us. 24/7, 365, no days off. Relentlessly, continuously, non-stopping. No mercy, no remorse. No intent to stop. They didn't ever intend on stopping. You see? These people were trying to take us out of existence, trying to wipe us out, replace us with their black-faced children. These demons, half devil, half man, tar babies, Oreos, black on the outside, white in the inside. You see, wolves in sheep clothing, people who look like me and you, but they ain't us. They have the bloodline of Massa. They're Massa's children because the father carries the seed. And he was raping our women and women children. So our women went behind his back, risked their lives, the children's life, to produce our children, or else we wouldn't be here today. So there's 34 million so-called blacks in America, but 17 million is Massa's children. So we're plagued by demons. We're plagued by Massa's black-faced Caucasians. Caucasians in black skin. People who look like you and me, but they're of Massa. They have the same mind as him. These same people who did all these things to us. Try to wipe us out, eradicate us, annihilate us. You see? Inflicted terror and torture on us. Treat us like animals, worse than animals. Fed us like pigs. Fed us in pig troughs. Had us eating pig shit. You see? Had our children eating pig shit. No forks, no spoons, no utensils. Bare hands. No seasonings. No salts. No, you see? No, nothing. Nothing to make it taste better. You just eat it the way they gave it to you. They didn't cook it. They didn't boil it. They didn't prepare it for you. They just throw it in the trough. Feed you like a pig. You see? Putting us in cages. Zoo-like settings. Having people come pet and scuff shit in our mouths. You see? That's what these people did. Separated us. Had us in shacks. Shacks and little sheds. That were our living conditions. Chained up on top of one another. Nowhere to sleep. The hard floor on top of one another. While we were stinking, smelling. You see? Had to piss and shit on ourselves and endure that smell. And we were separated from our women. See, because they try to annihilate us. You see, they tried to make sure we didn't reproduce. We weren't allowed to mate because they didn't want us around. They were trying to take us out of the picture, brothers and sisters, which is still the plan today. But a lot of our brothers don't know about our experience because it's part of the programming. They programmed us. When they brought us here, they programmed us. It took them 64 years to do it from the time of 1555. So servitude started in 1619, brothers and sisters. That's when they created us. That's when they stripped us of all knowledge and created us into Negro bots. Human robots, brothers and sisters, programmed to do what Master tell you to do. Not to think. See, they didn't even let us think. They wouldn't even let us have a big vocabulary. We were subjected to a small vocabulary, 6 to 8 words to only communicate with Massa. Yes, Massa. No, Massa. The Massa. Yeah. You see, this had us locked in that frame of thinking because they didn't want us to go against them. They didn't want us thinking. They didn't want us thriving. They didn't want us going against them. They didn't want us to break out of their control. You see, they try to keep us lower. Keep us lower. Keep us at a lower level so we couldn't break free. Even though we couldn't break free at that time. See, because that was a whole different situation. That's why we was in that situation. Because we created these people to sustain society because we didn't have the energy to do it. So we were suffering from energy deprivation. So we created these people to do it for us. Which these people, we personified our energy deprivation. So they were our energy deprivation people. They were the negative people. You see, we would suffer energy deprivation, which is negative for us. And they're the negative people that we created. So it would come in that form so we can see it, so we can deal with it. But they did these things. They did these things to us. They didn't have to. They did these things to us willingly. You see? They didn't have to do these things to us. They could have kept it at the level of slavery. They were allowed to do that, brothers and sisters. They weren't allowed to do what they did. What they did to us here, right in front of your eyes, brothers and sisters. They were not allowed to do this here. This is when they crossed all lines. This is when they lost their damn minds when they did this. They were given direct, specific instructions not to do what they did to us, not to afflict us, not to terrorize and torture us. You see, they were told not to touch us, not to murder us. You see? They did it anyway. They did exactly what they were told not to do because these people, they're weak and wicked. See, made to make mischief and shed blood. See, but they were given direct instruction. They were given guidance by us. You see? They were given the law that we given them because they're lawless people. They're undisciplined people. They're unrighteous people by nature. But we brought you into existence to do a job. You did do the job. But you did the job and you exceeded the limits. You see? So you kept the society going, see? Because we knew that dirty water was better than no water. So a corrupted society was better than no society. We understood that. But we don't understand this here. This right here, brothers and sisters, this was not allowed. They went way too far with it. And you did this to the people who brought you into existence, the people who gave you life. You bit the hand that fed you. You bit the hand who brought you here, who gave you the ability to live, gave you life. You see? It says, honor their father, thy mother. They did just the opposite of that. We brought you into existence. We gave you life. You're supposed to honor us. But you did nothing but torture us. Torment us. Oppress us. We were completely miserable, brothers and sisters. Our ancestors were tortured non-stop. Day in, day out. No celebrations, no holidays, no birthdays, no jumping the brooms, no none of that stuff that they claim. Terrorizing us, terrorizing our children. We were children. Terrorizing us from the womb to the grave. Make sure we was good programmed Negro bots. You see? Telling us that if we don't do this and do that, you see? This is what they're going to do to you. Make an example out of other slaves. Your other brothers and sisters. Take the biggest slave, the biggest brother, and butt rape him in front of the whole establishment. Butt rape him in front of everybody at the plantation. Let them know who's boss, who's tough, who's the man. You see? Inflict terror on you. See? And they do that. They did that regularly to all the men. They did that in front of in front of your kids. You see? In front of the woman you wasn't supposed to be with because they didn't want y'all together. You see? They raped you. Raping her, raping our kids. Had our kids pleasing them, using our kids as toys, using our women as toys. Going in your butt, sodomizing you, you see, castrating you, making you less of a man, because they were nothing, you see. So they try to make you into nothing, see. Experimenting on you, brothers, sisters. These people were doing all these things to you, experimenting on you without anesthesia, cutting and snipping on you, dismembering you. Disemboweling us, dismantled us, mutilated us, amputated us, you see, decapitated us, hung us, starved us to death, you see, fed us shit when it was time to eat, cut you open, peeled you alive, see, got your insides. Cooked us, brothers and sisters, boiled us, fried us, roasted us, grilled us. These people burnt us alive after tormenting, torturing you, burnt you alive in front of everybody. See? To make everybody else into good niggas. This is what's gonna happen to you, boy. It's gonna happen to you. You see? Make an example out of you. You see? And tell everybody you're going to hell. You see? Inflict and terrorize you with hell. This is what happened when you mess around. You go to hell. You get burnt up. And then you're going straight back. He's going straight to hell. You see? Telling you not making it to heaven because you were cursed. Black. You were a devil. You see, that's what they said. You were cursed black. That's why you're black. Because you're cursed black. Ham. To be slaves forever. Even in heaven, even if you make it, even though you won't. You see, that's part of the programming. Terrorize, torture you. Tell you that you're going to hell. You never make it to heaven because they don't want to put the word in for you. And they're not going to put one in for you. See, that's how they terrorize the slaves to be good niggas, be good programmed Negro bots. Pick as much cotton as they can. They don't want to be the one that didn't make it. You see? You see what they did to us? Playing off our intelligence. Terrorizing us. Day in, day out, non-stop. No stop, brothers and sisters. Something that's not even true. They terrorize for something that wasn't even true. You see? But that's part of our programming. So we're gonna be good niggas. Pick as much cotton as we can. We try to make it to heaven. You see, we trying to please Master. Don't disobey Master. We gotta make sure we make it. You see what happened? He's the one putting in the word. I gotta make it. You see, 'cause that's our only hope. They took our vision from us. They stripped us of all knowledge. They took everything from us, brothers and sisters. They took our vision away from us. You see? And replaced it with their crap, with their lies. You see? Telling you you're inferior, you're worthless, you're nothing. Telling you you're dumb, retarded, worthless people. And they knew that wasn't true. They told you that, indoctrinated you, programmed you with what they wanted you to believe. So they have your mind. You see? That way they don't have. You see, nowadays, they don't have to have physical shackles and chains and feeders and jingle bells and things of that nature on you, attached to you. Because, see, we're programmed still. We're programmed. They have our minds. They have all those things on our minds now, you see? All those chains and feeders and shackles and stuff is on your mind. It's on your brain. Attached to your brain. And you're a prisoner. They have it attached to your brain. You're a prisoner here. You're running their software, the enemy software. You see? You're programmed so they don't have to do anything. You do it to yourself. You see? You do it to your children. You pass it down. Make sure they're good Negro bots. Make sure they go to church to be programmed, to stay within the programming, to believe in stuff that's not true, that Jesus came and died for their sins. You see? Which isn't true. Teaching you to believe in fairy tale, make believe, keeping you locked up in this reality, in this belief matrix full of lies. You see? So that's our experience here. That's our experience here, brothers and sisters. But they're keeping it from you. So they must not be too happy about what they've done. You see? Because they were too busy lying to you, telling you what they wanted to tell you, brothers and sisters. Because they wasn't happy. Obviously, wasn't nothing good about it. See, they was ashamed to tell it. Or was they trying to escape judgment? You see? Because it said that these people will be judged for this. And they know they had the Bible. They had the Bible for 2,000 years. They had the Bible for 2,000 years. They knew these verses in and out. They knew about our covenant. They knew about the 400 years that it said that these people will be judged after what happened to us, after we serve and be afflicted by these people. They'd be at 400 years after that, they'd be judged. See, they knew exactly what happened when COVID came. They knew they was guilty as charged. Now they coming in different angles, trying to befriend you, trying to be nice to you, trying to act like they care about you because they had a motive. The motive is still to kill you. But see, they're trying to buy themselves time. They're trying to make a master plan to bring in their reality much faster. See, now they got to move a little faster. They got to figure out how to kill us because they know that they're in trouble. They know that they're in trouble for doing what they did to us. So don't be fooled by these people. You see? They know exactly what happened. They know exactly. This ain't no theory. See, this wasn't no theory. These people would look at this in front of you, in the middle, burning you alive, brothers and sisters, feeding your children to gators. You see? Made us unrecognizable. Use our skin and hair to make puppets and material objects. Brothers and sisters, use your children as ottomans and footstools, human fans. These people didn't care nothing about us. And they still don't to this day, which is about to be more obvious here in a few days, brothers and sisters, because things are about to be made so clear that a blind man can see. You see? So today, my topic is got Injil. Got Injil. There we go. So the question is, Do you have the Injil? I'm sure not. I'm sure not, brothers and sisters. Because these pastors and preachers, they aren't giving you, they're not giving it to you, is what I'm saying. They're not giving you the Injil, so you don't have it. And the reason why is because they don't have it. You see? And why is that? It's because they're not the Lamb. They're not the breaker of the 7 seals. This is important, which they know about. They read Revelations. It says, no one in the heavens or the earth or under the earth could break the seals but the Lamb. So I mean, all these people that's talking to you and telling you stuff and trying to guide you and tell you that they're of God and they're God's man, they're phonies, they're fakes. See, it says no one in the heavens or the earth or under the earth could break the seals but the Lamb. It says a lamb, one. See, so who are these imposters? Who are these people impersonating to be the Lamb, claiming like they did something? You see? They're liars and thieves. Blocking this message. Blocking the most important information of your life. Your life depends on this information. Brothers and sisters, you need this information badly. More than you know. More than they're leading you on to believe. Meanwhile, they're confusing you, misleading you, distracting you, destroying you with their lies, their fiction and fairy tale, make-believe realities. See? Telling you to pray when they know prayers don't work, brothers and sisters. Prayer just don't work. Never has and never will it. That's why they're taking your money, your hard-earned money, instead of praying for it. You see? Because they know the truth. Nothing has ever come into existence from a prayer. Not one thing. Nothing. Not one thing. Nothing. Nothing. And if so, then prove me wrong. Tell me. Show me. Tell me I'm a liar. And show me the proof. Show me that it can be done. Anyone. No one. See? No one's going to prove me wrong. No one's going to show me, because it can't. Prayers don't work. It's impossible. See? It's impossible to pray something into existence, meaning it cannot happen. You see? And this is the same tactic and tool these devils and demons have been using on us. You see? They've been using this on us. Keeping us in that mindset of thinking we can pray and we're exempt from our actions. You see? Giving us hocus pocus. Giving us magic. Something that is not real. just like hell, and burning for eternity with no end. You see? Used to torment you psychologically and inflict terror in your heart. See? Fill it up with fear. So they're attacking your mind and penetrating your heart with fear, which is a perfect combination to keep you programmed, keep you powerless, keep you disconnected from true reality, keep you scared and afraid to break that programming, keep you scared and afraid in general. Easy to control scared and afraid people who make heart zone emotional decisions because they're all messed up, and see, they messed us all up. So we can't think straight. We're scared and afraid, letting people do stuff to us. See? So they disconnect us from reality, keeping you scared and afraid, keeping you from thinking. It's like back in the beginning of Holocaust, keep you from thinking. Keep you from asking questions. Don't ask questions. Don't question God. You see? Never said that. Nothing wrong with questioning God. No, nothing wrong with getting understanding. See? It's all a tactic to keep you within the programming. Keep you under the white man's control. No matter what he does to you. Keeping you paralyzed with fear from escaping this reality, which is against you. It's 100% against you, brothers and sisters. So that's why I posed the question. Got Injil? Do you have the Injil? Because if not, if you don't have the Injil, then you will not be able to escape this reality. You won't be able to get out of here. You won't be able to escape these people, brothers and sisters. You won't be able to escape their reality. And you most definitely need this. You need the Injil. This is your ticket out of here. This is your way out. You might ask, way out? Way out of what? What am I getting out of? You see? You gotta ask questions. Out of this hellhole. Out of this shithole. This wicked, sick, twisted corporation called America. You see? The land of the free, home of the braves. This great country that's built off these principles. These great principles and this ethics and great ethics. And making it as if these people are God-fearing great people with lovely principles, lovely godly principles and of the law and upstanding, and you see, trying to act like these people haven't been torturing and tormenting and oppressing a nation, a whole nation. You see, we're a nation within a nation. They've been oppressing us. Trying to make it seem like they got great values and they come from great background and they have this and that. And we need to go back to our great American values that our ancestors once had and established this great country. What? What are you saying? You skip over the part that you snatched up a people and brought them here and inflicted horror on them. You see? It's foolishness. So we got to get out of this hellhole, this dump, this wicked, evil, twisted place full of devils and demons that are totally against your existence, against your well-being, plotting to take your life. That should get your attention, trying to take your life away. So you might ask, you say all this, bro. So what is this Injil you speak about? What is this ticket? Where are we going? Where are you taking us? Then they turn around and say, oh well, hey, I planned on being in America all my life. My family's blood, sweat, and tears are here. I plan on dying here, man. I plan on, sticking it out. You said they plotting on killing us? Is that what you said? That sounds crazy. Nah, they can't do nothing like that. The government won't never allow it. If you believe that, you just believe that. You're not talking about the same government, the same group of people who took you from your land, right, and brought you here in this land that is not yours, right? You're talking about them, that government, them people, the ones who was tormenting and torturing you for 400 or so years. Those people, the same ones responsible for programming us into Negro bots, programmed human robots, made not to ask any questions, made to not think, forced not to think, made not to think, forcing us to push a vision that is detrimental to our health and well-being. Those people, the ones who are terrorists, running a terrorist nation. And how do you maintain a terrorist nation? By inflicting terror on the people in it. You see? So you're not talking about those people, right? The ones terrorizing us 24/7, all year round. No intent to stop. Forcing their religion on us. Christianity, turning us into Christians like them. The same people who drug us here, took everything from us, raped, murdered us, tried to take us out. You talking about those people? You mean the very same people who inflicted pain and never-ending suffering on us, on our people, the black man and woman of America, for nearly 500 years? Those people? And they're still working after nearly 500 years, and they're still working on progress. Really? You have to be kidding me. And we did nothing. Brothers and sisters, we did nothing to deserve the treatment we received and continue to receive. So you ask, You ask me, what is this? What is this Injil? Why is it important? How will having this Injil give me or my family or whoever you say believe a ticket out of here? Why are we leaving? Why not fight back and take what's ours? We did build this, right? You see? I'll give you the easy answer to that question. Because this land is not ours. It's not theirs either. See? But this is the thing. We could have this land if we wanted it. You see? That's going to cause another problem. You see? Because what happens when we take it and then the people who they took it from come back and ask us for it. And we say, nah, it's our land. You see? So now who are we? We acting just like them, right? Now we stole land. See, now we're just like them. We know better than them. You see? So we don't want this land. We don't want to stay here in this land. We don't want to stay in the land of our imprisonment. Staying here is part of your programming. Being told to stay here, being convinced to stay here is part of your programming, which must be broken and removed from your way of thinking. Because we the original blacks here in America, the true ones, the ones that they don't show on TV, the ones that they don't have representing us, they have those demons, those clowns representing us, those people that's making us look bad, telling us they want to stay here and integrate with Massa and kiss Massa's ass. You talking about those people? See, but us original blacks, the real true blacks that don't want to have nothing to do with America, see, we want to go home. They won't let us voice our opinion. They shut our platforms down. You see? They suppress our numbers. They block our views. They tear down our channels. Trying to raise awareness for our people so they can go home, so they know that they have something waiting on them. Letting them know that God didn't forget about them, that they didn't go through all this for nothing. You see? So us original blacks, we want to go home. We want to get out of here. Our ancestors want us to go home. They would not be proud of you being here in the land of your imprisonment, not avenging them, not getting revenge on the people who did all these things they did to them. They want you to go home. They want you to take your reward. You see? That's what we want. We want our reward. The promise that was made to us for enduring this process of enslavement, affliction, the Holocaust. We want what's due to us. Everyone want to talk us out of it, or not tell us about, or take from us. You see? Nobody want to give us what's due to us. We want what's due to us. We want our land back. We want the best part of planet Earth, Arabia. They can have this land. This is the worst part. This is the worst land. This is the worst part of planet Earth. They can have it. We want complete separation. We want back everything they took from us. We don't want to compromise or exchange our reward for anything, for any worthless land, you see, that can't grow food. We don't want their land. Can't grow food due to the lack of topsoil, organic matter, which is needed to grow food, brothers and sisters. That's why they going out grabbing topsoil from other places in Africa, because they don't have any. So we don't want that. You see? Land is worthless due to them sucking the land dry of all its resources. You see? This type of people they are. They create nothing but shit. Destroying our biological vision. Destroying our biological world. That's why they're trying to get rid of it. Because they don't understand it. And it's against them. So they're trying to bait us. They're trying to bargain and persuade us. They're trying to get us to take a deal. Get us to sell our souls for a Tootsie Roll. Accept a deal only a fool would take. You would be a fool, a complete imbecile to take this deal, which we don't want. See? We don't want reparations. We don't want some 6 states. We don't want 40 acres and a mule. We don't want to accept anything that will cancel out our covenant. We want to go home. We want what God want for us. What was stated in our covenant in fine print, stated verbatim, word for word, telling you that we had a reward, that we were getting out of here, that we were going home, that our enemies would be judged. You see? Telling you that you were sojourners in a land that is not yours, meaning temporary, we was getting out of here. See? We want what God wants for us, what was stated in our covenant. We want out of here. So that's important. That's the importance of having this Injil. You have to have it, brothers and sisters. This Injil is your way out. This Injil is your right mind. You see, you run the wrong mind. You run the wrong software on your brain. You see? You have to replace it, destroy that. The enemy's mind, his mind. You run his mind. You run his software on your brain. You have to get rid of that off your hardware, off your brain, and upload the Injil. Replace his garbage with the Injil, which is your right mind. You see? So the Injil is giving you back what they stole from you. Giving you back your right frame of mind, thinking. You see? Have you thinking for yourself and not against yourself. Turning everything they said that was invisible to visible. See? Saying that you can't see devils, which are Caucasian people, the people who drug us here. Saying you can't see demons, which is a product of rape from the Caucasian man raping our women and children. See, making them bear seed, carry his children. Half devil, half men. It's in the name. It's in the scripture. It says that the man of seed was mixed with the seed of man was mixed with the seed of beasts. See? Saying that someone mixed the chaff with the wheat. You see? The bad with the good. the low pressure with the high pressure. Because we're high pressure people, and they're low pressure people. And they mixed, they low pressure with our high pressure. And created their demons, their black-faced children, who are dangerous to our nation, dangerous to ourselves, our well-being, corrupting us, misleading us, misguiding. You see, misleading us, guiding us away from our vision, taking us away from the truth. They're destroying us. They're like cancer cells, undetected, coming in, destroying all of us, the healthy cells, because we can't identify them. They're camouflaged. So you see, this Injil reveals all that. It's giving us our right mind back. Giving you that right mind frame back. Telling you, taking you from everything that was invisible. You fighting demons and all this and that. From you actually being able to see the demon. See? So what was once invisible is visible now. Now you see that these devils and demons are physical people. See? Giving you the ability to see what you once could not see. Giving you a perfect, clear vision of what's going on around you. What's going on around the world. What's taking place. That everything's taking place due to what happened to you. Due to the Holocaust. Due to your covenant. That there's a way being prepared for you. That's what all these wars are for. You see? Because God's about to intervene on your behalf. You see, God's no spook. We're all gods. But there's an almighty God, which is your Lord, which is the almighty God, Master Muhammad. You see? He's the one about to intervene on our behalf and take down false Israel, which is going to shut down these devils' reality. Because the world's structured around the idea that they're us, that they're the true seed of Abraham. So what happens when what happens when that doesn't happen? You see? Now we have second claim. Now the world knows you are. You see? So everything that was invisible is now visible for you to see. Now the world knows who you are. You see? You know who you are. You know what's going on. You see? You can see. He was blind and now he was given sight. 20/20 vision. You see, giving you back your vision. Giving you the ability to see into the future. Knowing what's going to happen before it happens. Prophecy. Being able to read prophecy. Making prophecy happen. See, because we make things happen. Things don't just happen. You have to make things happen. You see? So you know what's happening before it happens. And you be the one making it happen. See? This angel gives you the ability to have foresight and insight. When you're reading the Bible, when you're reading the scriptures, giving you the unsealed version of it, which is our plan. Allah, God. He said Allah is the best of planners. They planned a plan, and so did we. And our plan is the best plan. So it's giving you the advantage. It's giving you the upper hand on all your enemies and their plots against you. Giving you the ability, this is important, giving you the ability to identify all your enemies. Because if you don't know who your enemies are, brothers and sisters, see, then you are your enemy. So that's why you have to know. That's what this Injil do. Give you the ability to identify all of them. Take you out of this fake reality and all the lies they sold you, and giving you back your true reality, which is mathematics. That's what they're using against us. They gave us Christianity to make us powerless, so they can control us with mathematics. See, because Christianity don't have any power; it's make you powerless. But mathematics do. You see. So we get that back. The Injil is giving you back your true reality, giving you back mathematics, which is how everything in the world works. And is our very existence. Brothers and sisters, it's our very existence. Pressure, force, energy, consequence. You reap what you sow. This is the most fundamental principle of the universe. It's our reality, brothers and sisters. What goes around comes around. Every action has an opposite or equal reaction. Every action has a reaction. Every action equals consequence. So with this Injil, you'll finally realize that everything you do matters. Everything you do, you are fully responsible for. Realizing your actions matter. Unlike what they told you, that some man came and died for your sins, that you were exempt from consequence. So then you find out that you're not exempt from consequence, that no one is. And that's exactly why America is under judgment right now, brothers and sisters, for what they did to us. The Holocaust, horror, the horror they inflicted on us, brothers and sisters. Once you receive and upload the Injil, everything will be made crystal clear. You will no longer have the enemy's mind, and instantly realize that you are not free, that you never left the plantation. Then you'll understand exactly why we must unite and separate. You see? Because our unity is their destruction. Because once we get together, we're getting out of here. You see? Once our people know the truth, they realize that we haven't left, and we have a reward, See, they want us uniting because that's the destruction. They need you. We think we're holding this thing up, brothers and sisters. So these people are working day and night to keep us apart and keep us from receiving this information. Because this information is threatening their life, their well-being, their existence. They're under attack. This information is crushing their reality. The information don't just crush them. It's not just crushing them on its own. You see, like I said, everything's forced pressure. See, so thought is pressure. So that means your words are pressure. So you have to speak the Injil. Said we would destroy the enemies with our words. That's what Master Suleiman has been doing for 30 plus years. Says that he would destroy the enemy with the spirit of his mouth, meaning his mathematical words. Destroy his enemy with the brightness of his coming. The Injil, brothers and sisters. So you have to act. You have to speak these words into. You have to generate these words. They have to be expressed in order for them to do damage, in order for them to go into to affect this reality, to change this reality. You're going against it. You're speaking the higher pressure against this low reality. You see? So you're changing it. So these people don't want you doing that. They want us to get together, get this information, because this information is crushing them. We're at war with them. You see? We are at war with their reality. And they want their reality. They don't want it to end. Their time is up, but they don't want to go. They want to extend their time. They want to bring their mechanical vision. They want to live forever. They want to take us out. You see? They want to destroy our biological vision. They want to destroy our biological world. They want to take us out, the ones who brought them into existence. They don't want their lives to end. But they want the ones who gave them life to. They want us to end. So they're keeping us apart. Keeping you from this information. Keeping you from getting your God mind back. Keeping you from elevating past their level of thinking, which in turn keeps you programmed and locked up here to be destroyed along with them. See? Because there's not a good ending for them. They're being evaluated. They're in judgment for what they've done. See? So they got some dark days ahead for them. And it's not going to be pretty. They want you here in this reality stuck and destroyed with them. And the Injil is the only knowledge, the only information in this entire world that can save you from being destroyed, keep you from being crushed by the reality coming in, preparing you for the new reality, our reality, the new Jerusalem. You see, the promised land, our new reality. The Injil's preparing you for that. That's where we're headed. Which is a high pressure reality. Meaning only high pressure individuals can survive in that reality. So if you decide to hold on to this weak, low pressure reality, then you'll be crushed, destroyed, because that's how mathematics works. High pressure eliminates low pressure. So anyone holding on to this reality, functioning on this low frequency, keeping hold of this world's life, these devils' reality, our oppressors, this low pressure field, hold on to this low pressure, will be a victim and suffer the same consequence as the enemy. And this is all due to not upgrading to the high pressure, which you have the ability to do. Your enemies don't, but you do. So you'll suffer the consequence for not upgrading to the Injil, the highest pressure in the universe. You'll be punished. Punish yourself. It'll be a consequence for rejecting the Injil or not passing the information on, blocking the information from getting to others, which will make you fully responsible for our people's lives who didn't receive the message because you sat on it. You were the one in the way of it. You sat on it, did nothing with it. So it was you. That blood is on your hands. You're responsible. You'll be the one who got our people annihilated, destroyed. Because you didn't want to do your part. You didn't want to stand up. You wanted to do your own thing. You wanted to utilize your people. You wanted to use your people like these devils and demons are. Instead of helping them. Instead of giving them the true light. The only light that can save them. So you didn't stand up for them. You didn't want to join the fight. Because you are a disbeliever. A liar. A hypocrite. A traitor. Which will not be taken lightly. You'll suffer dearly for what you've done. A double scoop. However, for those brothers and sisters who do believe that we're in trouble. For those brothers and sisters who do believe we're in trouble, who know we are in danger, we must make our people aware. Give them back their right minds to escape this reality. See what's going on right in front of them. Give them back their right minds. Show them the power of the Injil and how it's destroying our enemies and crushing their reality, destroying their reality, and making a way for our reality, bringing our reality into existence. So the goal is to save as many as our brothers and sisters as possible. And the only way you can do that is by sharing this information, sharing this message, telling them about the Injil. You can only do this with the Injil. This is the only thing that's going to defeat our enemies and get us out of here. There's no other way, or else I will offer it to you. But since this is the only way, I'm giving you the best option. This is the tool. This is what you need to be equipped with. It's what you need to be equipped with to make it out as reality. There's no other way. You have to have this, brothers and sisters. So if you don't, then you need to get the Injil and save your life. So with that said, brothers and sisters, I'm going to bring this to a close. Thank you for listening to me. Assalamu alaikum.